Hello, my name is Evan Frerickson. In 698 days, I'll be 40 years old. And by the time I'm 40, I want to learn how to be unstoppable. So what does that mean? Especially for a Christian, unstoppable. I mean, that sounds like I'm supposed to be doing something in my own power, and we know that the only thing valuable we do is in the power of the Holy Spirit. And that's exactly why I want to learn to be unstoppable. I want to be so in tune with what the Holy Spirit's doing in my life that I don't let things distract me or keep me from doing what I ought to be doing. And I feel like tonight I was getting stopped. I was getting hung up. I was getting distracted. I just thought I'd process that for a minute here. I was editing our Liz and I's class that Epic Every Day is going to be putting out here in a few weeks. It's called Creating Your Ideal Spiritual Life, I think. And I found there's a certain amount of obsessing over the details that I think are probably good. I myself am more of a big picture person, but I found myself getting distracted and eventually getting stopped by some of the finer details of the video. I was worried that the audio was not very good. We're recording these on cell phones. We were recording the class on our cell phone. And I had an external microphone. Actually, hang on. So I recorded the audio on this, which I love this. Liz and I made our podcast with this. We huddled around it and we made our show Epic Every Day, and that was fine. It's a great microphone, but I recorded the audio for the video on there, and I'm having trouble getting the video and the sound to be really in sync with one another for some reason. It starts out in sync, and then one or the other, I can't tell. I just can't tell which one's lagging. I think I don't really know. Either the cell phone audio is lagging or the external microphone is lagging, and it's taking a lot of time to try to match it all up, and then I feel like it's getting worse and worse. So I'm just going to scrap the external audio, even though it's much, much better quality. And, Liz and I were just talking and praying and asking God to let us know what's good enough for now. I mean, we don't have a crew, we don't have a camera, fancy equipment. So if this is what we got, let's be faithful with what we got and put out whatever we can. Not do, sloppy work, hopefully, but it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be exactly what I want it to be. And I'm not even the perfectionist. That's Liz. And yet, here I am getting frustrated and stopped. And I spent probably half an hour on Amazon trying to find little lavalier microphones that we could use. And I'll probably still do that. But I realized that was stopping me from doing my next task, which is supposed to be editing the video. And so that work block is ended. I spent half of that time shopping for microphones that I haven't even, I didn't buy one yet. And so I was stoppable. And I think the solution to become unstoppable is to be fully aware of my identity in God, my task right now. Because being faithful means following God in faith. It's not just me thinking about God or being faithful in my imagination or something. That's about me actually doing something. And so I want to work on that. I want to trust in that God is really the governor of what's going on with Epic Every Day. And I need to do my best, but I don't need to get so obsessed, or I don't need to get distracted and stop. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about today. Eventually, I'd like to do some of these daily vlogs actually during the daytime. Last couple of them I've done right before bed. And so we'll see. I mean, I've got the freedom of the cell phone. I'd like to do something outside, do some different things, maybe do something that requires a little bit more editing. But so far, this is where we're at. And I'm enjoying doing this. This feels productive in a way. This feels important, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to talk to you guys about what's on my mind. Thanks for listening. Check out the other videos on this channel. Share this video with a friend if being unstoppable is something that resonates with you, or being stoppable is something that you feel like happens. I think we all struggle with that. And then the idea of going ahead and not being stoppable, because God is in control, not us. So we can keep on keeping on and trust that God will take care of the results. And we just got to be obedient. That should give us a sigh of relief, because God delights in knowing us, and we want to be like Enoch, walking with God and pleasing God. And so that's my prayer for me and for anybody who watches this video. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.